Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Eastleigh save. Welcome back to the new season. Now, before we get started, of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so I can tell you about all the good stuff that's coming for our Eastleigh team. So today, we will be taking on Peterborough, first game of the season. We've got our new season up and running. Let's take a look at kind of the schedule. So we have had a good few friendlies, if you could see there. We beat Sturmgratz 10-1, which I was very impressed with. We've stuck with the formation we ended last season with. So the false nine, the shadow strikers, the deep line playmakers and the wing-backs. That's all staying the same. Now, you can probably see here, we haven't made many changes. We have managed to get Steppe and Mark Tyne back on loan. We've had to pay a few wages, but that's absolutely fine with me, as it hasn't really changed the side. Otherwise, there is no additions. There's been no additions to the first team squad. The only additions that there have been was last season when we brought in, at the end of the season, Bright Kingsley. He's come in now. He's out on loan currently at Ayr. But he's the only player that has come into the squad. Otherwise, looking at, as you can see, no players have been brought in. There has been a bunch of players sold, though. Vrabek has left us. He was just unhappy, wanted to go. He's 5'3", so I was like, yeah, go on then. Don't want short people in my team. That's a joke. Don't take it seriously. Jot Blom has also left. He was on loan at Vasland Beveren last season. He's now made that permanent. He wasn't really ever going to be good enough for us, so we moved him on. Finlay Kinsella, another one who was who's left us. He's gone to Linfield now, following his loan spell with them. Previously, you've got Ronnie Stutter, who was brought in as a kind of a backup striker, but he's gone now. He's not going to fit into our side. Technically, he's just not good enough. So he's left. He's gone to Charlton, so a bit of money in for him as well. Sean Dawson, a player that never actually played for us, ended up coming from Chelsea, loaned him out a load of times. Got some money for him when he went off to Coventry. Demetrio Panina has also left to join Regina in Italy. Johnson Usman, who I was really hoping would become something really special. Unfortunately, I think it was effectively our setup and our facilities that let him down. But he unfortunately has left us. He's joined Cambridge after a good few seasons with us. So I'm grateful for him, sure. Bojan Kuic is another one who we signed from Dynamo. He has left us now to Istra. It's just culling the team, really. It's taking out the players that we don't need anymore and taking up wages and all that sort of thing. Max Ridley has left for Notts County. He's another player that we made a little bit of money. Machi Fagan Walcott, a player that came in end of last season or the season before. I think it was January last season, maybe. No, it was the season before that, I think. He's played like 5 games for us, so we ended up getting rid of him. And then we also sold Patrick Kukau as well to Banek Ostrava, another player that just wasn't going to play for us. So we've moved him on. A bunch of loans as well for some of the players that are sticking around for next season. But we've got a nice big squad. So I'm very happy about that. We are also, some big news for you, is we're not regarded the worst team in the league. Season previews has us predicted at 20th. So we're predicted to not be in the relegations. So I'm very happy with that. That's very good for us. We're taking on Peterborough, who are meant to be better than us, but we have beaten them before, and I think we can today as well. So this will probably be the lineup we go for to start with, actually. Okonkwo in goal, Ramsey, Magoma, Sutherland and Nadolny at the back. Thomas Hill and Ben Elliott in that midfield partnership with Tyne on one side, Arango on the other, Stefancic just behind Steppe. Now, looking at things, we have got Boniek on the bench who can play that false 9, but I might look to bring Montano on there as well, just because I think it would be probably worthwhile us doing so. We'll take Conway off the bench. A lot of the players obviously on a very high last 5 game rating because we've been beating teams 10-0 in some games. But let's jump into the game today against Peterborough. It's a big one. If we can get a win and kick off really well at the start of the season, we could really turn out to be something special this year. I'm feeling really positive. I think keeping that tight-knit group has helped us. Pre-seasons looked good. There's no real concerns anywhere. I've tried to bring in a couple of players, but they've not really wanted to join, and I think it's just the size of the club, really, our reputation that's kind of let us down there. But Ben Elliott with a corner, ball comes in near post, headed clear, with Arango going up for that. But Ben Elliott should get back on that, looks inside to Sutherland. He again looks across to Hill, takes a touch, long range effort, fires it top left hand corner in 7 minutes. Yeah, I'd take that every day of the week. Let's start there and carry on. What a start to the season! A 1-0 effort, a 1-0 start, Christ, words are hard. Why do people use words? Great strike, and that makes it 1-0 to Eastleigh. Fantastic start to the season so far, or to the game so far. I mean, it is a great start to the season. It's our first game of the season, but we're sitting up in second place. If we can just stop the season now, that'd be great. 15 minutes of football and we'll just get promoted. Lovely. Great strike. They won't be lying down though now. They'll be coming at us for sure. And we'll expect that, and we'll have to try and nullify them where we can. As Williams cuts inside from the right-hand side, Knight into Barlow, who takes his own strike from the edge, and Okonkwo's equal to it this time. Not quite the strike from Hill, but still a very, very good one as they win a corner from that, which they will take straight away. Barlow with the corner, comes straight across the box, is headed towards goal by Godwin Malif, but I think we were able to get in front of that and head that clear as well. Stepe, though, on the ball and keeps it for us up top, not allowing them to get under control. 20 minutes in, we're still looking very good, very solid. They're obviously going to be growing into the game as well now. As they are at home, they will be causing us problems. The growth of the squad will continue throughout the game for them. So we just need to stay resolute, stay ready for anything. And I'm pretty, like I say, I'm pretty confident with things. Sturge with the throw-in, Knight into Mauer, who plays forward to Barlow, cut inside to Dewsbury Hall, who's been playing a lot of football for Leicester recently. Bell with the ball now, having it played forward to him. Barlow looks just in front of Sturge, and winger isn't quite able to reach that. I mean, that is an awful, awful judgment. I think that was Sutherland who's just completely misjudged that header. He's the one. He wanted to leave the club in the summer if a bid was coming in for him high enough. It didn't, and maybe I regret that now. But it's an awful judgment of header. Like, what is that? He misses it completely, and Hartop just volleys it in. That leveled things up. I mean, it shouldn't have been a goal. But it is, and now we have to try and get another one. But, alright, so it has reached half-time. Still 1-1. Nothing happened, really, since the goal. I think what we will do is take Stefancic off and bring on Montano and pop Stepe just back into that hole as the shadow striker. Hopefully that will create a few more chances for us. So get Stepe a bit deeper, get him a bit more involved in the game, and allows him to make those later runs into the box. Arango's doing all right on that left-hand side. So otherwise, I'm pretty happy. Ramsey with a throw into Tyne, who takes his time. Then plays it down the line from Ramsey. Tyne's switch all the way over to Nadolny, who's got to be able to get a ball into the box from there. He's had plenty of time. It comes in. Stepe's got to finish it. He doesn't. Is that a save or a block? I'm not sure, but they did very well there. And now they've looking to counter a ball straight over the top to Bell, who's done well to get it down, but Magoma's kept him away from goal, and that long effort's never going to trouble us. But, I mean, we've worked that well. A great switch of play by Tyne to find a Dolney on the overlap. And we were able to get that ball across. Stepe wasn't quite able to finish it. But there you go. He is arriving late into the box. He's getting the chances. Just needs to make sure it goes in next time. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with things. Half an hour to go. I mean, a draw wouldn't be the worst in the world for the start of the season. But I still want to win. I still want to get those 3 points. Let's bring Tyne off and bring Boniek on that right hand side. See if he can create something more. As we do have this highlight before though. Ramsey coming down the right hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? He plays it through trying to find Hill. But that's actually had to be just punted away for a corner. So Hill did well to cause a decision there. Boniek is on now. Elliott with the ball in, I mean, Boniek's won that header, gone to the back post to Montano. We don't get a penalty, which I think a few people are claiming for, but it is a corner still, and we still are on the pressure going forward. Ben Elliott, again, looking for a ball in, fires it, near post, Williams' head clears so easily. I mean, that's... No one's even anywhere near that. And what's the point in that highlight? We're still looking very strong in the shots and target area. But it's just creating those... It's getting the goals. That's, I think, maybe where we're struggling. But let's keep going. We've got 20 minutes to go. I think we've still got plenty of time to maybe even nick a win here. Now, with only 5 minutes to go, it's been very quiet. We've not really been able to do much. Let's go attacking for the last 2 minutes. Why not? See if we can nick something. I didn't really want to change anything because we were so on top anyway. Changing something might get us overconfident maybe, but I mean, in the end, maybe I should have done a bit earlier, as we probably could have won something here. They did have an injury in the 95th minute, which didn't really take effect on the game, as it is a 1-1 draw. A decent result, not bad. We'll see how the season progresses. Certainly, we've looked very dominant in that game, so that's good. We've got Queen's Park Rangers in the Carabao Cup, which I think we could win that game, certainly, with plenty of games to come as well, of course, as this is just our first game of the season. We've got lots and lots of games to go. It'll be interesting to see how we do the season with no transfers. I know the fans probably wouldn't be very happy with that, but I think for this season, I am happy with it. I'm happy with just having a solid squad. We've sold a lot of players. We've kind of culled down the squad to make sure we've got players that we want, and then from that, we've also tried to increase our youth ranking. So we are looking at that side of things. As you can see, increasing youth level there. We've got improved training facilities as well. The new stadium still being built, and that should be ready for the end of this season, hopefully. So what that might mean is then we look to bring in some players, hopefully make a bit of money this season. We're obviously in £536,000 worth of debt, but that is due to transfer expenditure, which I do all the time. So, yeah. And we've also obviously got a couple of players coming in as well as the season goes on. We've got Garcia coming in and Garcia coming in. I didn't even realise. Yeah, Mauricio Garcia, the attacking midfielder, and Carlos Garcia, who I'm not sure if I showed you this. I might have done. But he's a striker turned winger, or inverted winger, or whatever you want to play him as. He looks like he could become pretty nice. A good determination, flair, and some nice leadership and work rate. So hoping that helps him develop, and a bit of pace as well. So the Garcias will be coming in at the end of the season, or one in January, one at the end of the season. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with things and how they're going so far. We've got £14,000 wage budget still, but it's just finding the right players. I don't want to just go signing any old player now. I want to try and make sure I'm signing the players that we want in the team, and that can fit the system we've got. I was looking at a left back to try and bring in to cover Nadolny, as Vonimir probably isn't ready yet. I mean, his mentals look lovely, but he's probably not quite how I want him yet. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to bring someone in January or something like that. But there you go. We will leave it there for today. We've got some big games coming up. Make sure you're around for that, as we can see how we go this season. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, and I will catch you in the next one.